Welcome to Haunted Whispers, where the past lingers and the unknown awaits. Every day, we present scary and terrifying stories, uncovering the mysteries of places shrouded in fear and legend. From chilling ghost stories to real-life encounters, join us as we chronicle the supernatural and uncover the truth behind the whispers that haunt the night. Prepare yourself for a story that will give you goosebumps. This is a haunted whisper. Dare to listen? In the heart of Chicago, Illinois, stood a grand old building known as Hanover Towers. Built in the early 1920s, it had weathered nearly a century of history, its grandeur slowly succumbing to the ravages of time. Despite its fading elegance, Hanover Towers was a sought-after residence, known for its spacious apartments and breathtaking views of Lake Michigan. However, its allure masked a dark and sinister secret, one that would come to haunt its newest resident, Emma. Emma had just moved to Chicago from a small town in Indiana. She had landed her dream job at a prestigious law firm and was eager to start her new life in the bustling city. Hanover Towers had seemed like the perfect place to call home. Her apartment, located on the 13th floor, offered a panoramic view of the city skyline. It was everything she had ever wanted. The first few days passed uneventfully. Emma spent her time unpacking and settling into her new surroundings. She marveled at the building's intricate woodwork and vintage charm. Yet, there was something unsettling about the place. The hallways seemed to stretch endlessly, and the shadows cast by the dim lighting danced eerily against the walls. One evening, as Emma was unpacking a box of kitchen utensils, she heard a faint whispering sound. She paused, straining to listen, but the noise stopped. Shrugging it off as her imagination, she continued with her task. However, the whispering returned, growing louder and more insistent. It seemed to be coming from the walls themselves. "Help me." The voice was barely audible, but it sent a chill down Emma's spine. She tried to ignore it, telling herself that it was just the old pipes or the wind outside. But as the days went by, the whispering grew more persistent. It began to invade her dreams, filling her nights with terror. She would wake up drenched in sweat, the voice echoing in her mind. Desperate for answers, Emma started to investigate the history of Hanover Towers. She learned that the building had once been a luxurious hotel, frequented by the wealthy and elite. However, during the Great Depression, it had fallen into disrepair. Rumors of mysterious deaths and disappearances had plagued the building ever since. Emma's research led her to an old newspaper article about a woman named Margaret, who had vanished from the hotel in 1932. According to the article, Margaret had been a young actress with dreams of making it big in Hollywood. She had checked into the hotel, but was never seen again. Her disappearance had remained a mystery, unsolved for nearly a century. One night, as Emma lay in bed, she heard the whispering again. This time, it was clearer, more urgent. "Find me." Emma sat up, her heart pounding. She knew she had to do something. She couldn't live with the constant fear and the voices haunting her every waking moment. She decided to explore the building, hoping to find some clue that would explain the strange occurrences. Armed with a flashlight, Emma ventured into the basement of Hanover Towers. The air was thick with dust and the scent of decay. She navigated the labyrinth of old storage rooms and boiler rooms, her footsteps echoing in the silence. As she rounded a corner, she saw a door partially hidden behind a stack of old furniture. With trembling hands, she pushed the door open. The room beyond was small and windowless, its only occupant a dusty, old trunk. Emma approached it cautiously, her flashlight casting eerie shadows on the walls. She knelt down and opened the trunk, revealing its contents: a collection of yellowed photographs, a tattered diary, and a delicate silver locket. Emma picked up the diary and began to read. It belonged to Margaret. The entries detailed her excitement about coming to Chicago and her hopes for a bright future. But as the pages went on, the tone changed. Margaret wrote about strange occurrences in her room, about feeling watched and hearing whispers in the night. The final entry was a frantic scrawl, begging for help and describing a dark presence that was closing in on her. Suddenly, Emma felt a cold hand on her shoulder. She spun around, but there was no one there. The air grew colder, and the whispering returned, louder than ever. "Help me, find me." Emma realized that Margaret's spirit was trapped, unable to find peace. She knew she had to help. Guided by the whispers, she searched the room and found a loose brick in the wall. Behind it was a small, hidden compartment containing a rusty key. The key fit the lock on a large, ornate wardrobe in Margaret's old room, now Emma's bedroom. With a sense of dread, Emma unlocked the wardrobe. Inside, she found a hidden door that led to a secret passageway. The passageway was narrow and dark, the air thick with the scent of mildew. Emma's flashlight flickered as she made her way down the corridor. At the end of the passageway was a small, dimly lit room. In the center of the room was an old, wooden chair, and on it sat the skeletal remains of a woman. Clutched in her bony fingers was a faded photograph of Margaret. Emma realized with horror that this was Margaret's final resting place. She had been murdered and hidden away, her spirit trapped in the building for nearly a century. Emma whispered a prayer and vowed to give Margaret a proper burial. She contacted the authorities, and with their help, Margaret's remains were finally laid to rest. The haunting whispers ceased, and for the first time in weeks, Emma felt a sense of peace. But the story didn't end there. As Emma continued to live in Hanover Towers, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. One night, as she was drifting off to sleep, she heard a soft whisper in her ear. "Thank you." Emma smiled, knowing that Margaret's spirit was finally at peace. However, she couldn't help but wonder if the building held other secrets, other restless spirits waiting to be found. Hanover Towers stood as a silent sentinel, its walls echoing with the memories of the past, its shadows hiding stories yet to be told. And so, the legend of Hanover Towers lived on, a chilling reminder that some secrets are never truly buried, and some spirits never truly rest. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed our stories, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. remember, the shadows hold many secrets, and here at Haunted Whispers, we are dedicated to unveiling them all. Until next time, stay curious and keep listening to the Haunted Whispers.